In today's video, I'll be guessing if every NFL team currently has a number one overall pick worthy player rostered. This video is meant to be fun and enjoyable, so don't take it too personal if I don't think your team has a player worthy of the number one overall pick. And plus, it's draft season. It's almost here, just a couple weeks away. So we gotta start rolling out some draft videos. We got mock drafts coming soon for the Seahawks and a full first round mock draft coming soon. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, go Hawks. Alright, we have it on the tier list because that's just always the easiest way I can think to do stuff. So we got 5 tiers. At the top we got the slam dunk, number 1 overall pick, not even debatable. Then right below that we have it's debatable. I mean, you could have the debate for it, and I would maybe agree with you on it. Then in the middle we have, they already have one, but I wouldn't take them number 1 overall again. That'll make sense in a minute. And then below that we have, they're a top 10 pick. And then at the bottom we have absolutely not. So to start off, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I'm throwing them right in the middle. That's kind of why I made this tier. Because I didn't want to say absolutely not for teams that already have a number 1 overall pick, but I wouldn't take them again. So I just made it a tier for its own. Trevor Lawrence, he was the number 1 pick in 2021. But he has not lived up to that at all. He's had one good year, 2020, like the second half of 2022, and then before he got injured in 2023. So technically, like a full season split into 2 seasons, I guess. But we were told that he was like the next Peyton Manning or something coming out of college, but we gotta see it. We've been waiting for 4 years now. This will be his 4th season in the NFL. Like, come on, Trevor. Let's pick it up here. Now we got the 49ers. It's debatable, and it's with Nick Bosa. I know you're going to call me crazy for that because I'm sure a lot of people would think Nick Bosa would be a slam dunk number 1 overall pick, but yes, he's a wrecking ball. He could wreck through every offensive line in that much time. But like last year or the year before that, one of the more recent like 2 years, it was kind of just like a horrible year for him. Not like in like a horrible year in general, but like for his standards, not the best year. But I would sit down with a debate if you wanted to argue he'd be a number 1 overall pick. Now we got the Patriots. No. I don't think they got a number 1 overall pick right now. Drake May, no. Yeah. I can't really think of Patriot players right now. So I don't think they have a close number 1 overall pick. Now we got the Buffalo Bills. Absolutely, I would take Josh Allen number 1 if I had the opportunity. He just won the MVP. Yes, Lamar Jackson fans will be like, Lamar was robbed. He had better stats around the board than Josh Allen. Those are the same Ravens fans last year that said stats didn't matter when it came to the MVP. I know it's been like 2 months, right, or over a month, Raven fans, but let that go. Josh Allen is a surefire number 1 overall pick in my eyes. He's been getting better every single year statistically, besides 2021 and 2023 with the interceptions. Them's were really high. Now we got the Lions. I think they have a top 10. No, I almost forgot about Aiden Hutchinson. It's debatable. Kind of the same thing I said about Nick Bosa. Man, he was on track to be Defensive Player of the Year. if he didn't get hurt against Dallas. He should have been the number 1 overall pick in 22. I don't know what the hell the Jags were thinking there when they took Trayvon Walker over him. I mean, Trayvon is good, but I wouldn't take him number 1 either. I almost forgot about that until now. But yeah, Hutchinson, the injuries, or that injury kind of just toppled that over for me. Now we got the Cardinals. They do have one currently, and it's Kyler Murray. I would not take him again. Absolutely not. What has he done in the NFL? Seriously, what has he done worth of the contract he's currently on, value-wise? He does the same thing every year, pretty much. He starts hot, and then he just cools off. 2020 Russell Wilson, be like. Now we got the Jets. I would say they have a top 10 pick. I would still say that Sauce Gardner is worthy of a top 10 pick, even though I think he's kind of overrated, and he gets away with a lot of this. A lot of that. But at the end of the day, he's an elite corner. He's a lockdown corner. I gotta give respect to him. And he is still a top 10 pick. Now we got the Bengals. Hell yeah, I would take Burrow number 1. I'd take Jamar number 1. Two number 1 overall pick worthy players. Right there. It's kind of... Actually, never mind. But yeah, Joe Burrow is the reason the Bengals are relevant. Him and Jamar picked up right where they left off in college a year after not being together. Just Burrow is Cincinnati. At the end of his career, he will have a statue outside of the Bengals Stadium. Even if he wins a ring or not, he will be the GOAT of the Bengals organization. When it's all said and done, I would draft Burrow and Jamar Chase at number 1. Now we got the Dolphins. I would say it's debatable. Depends on what you still think about Tyreek Hill. I know last year was kind of an off year, but before 2024, he had back-to-back 1,700-yard seasons. And he's been elite ever since he's joined the league. I mean, I think he's had 2 or 3 seasons where he didn't finish with over 1,000 receiving yards. This guy was a 5th-round pick, drafted as a running back, I'm pretty sure. Yes, he played with Mahomes. Cool. Make that argument if you want. Oh, he's just fast. Cool. Make that argument if you want. But at the end of the day, I do think he could be a number 1 overall pick if you really needed a receiver. Now we got the Texans. Top 10 pick for sure. CJ Stroud is still a top 10 pick. Will Anderson's a top 10 pick. Stingley's still a top 10 pick. Those 3 players, wow, man. Just crazy. Crazy talent right there all around the board with the 3 of them. All 3 of them are top 10 picks for sure. Now we got the Commanders. Oh, boy. It's been 1 year. I don't want to do the CJ Stroud glaze I did to Jaden Daniels. For now, I'm just going to say top 10 pick. It's been 1 year with Jaden Daniels. Let's not go extreme crazy like I did with Stroud. Man, I was wrong about that. But the best rookie season out of a quarterback since CJ Stroud. Best rookie quarterback season in NFL history, though. Taking that horrible team to the conference championship in your rookie year. Top 3 pick right there for Jaden Daniels. Man, this guy was something special this season. Now we got the Raiders. I would take Bowers in the top 10. I would. I'm shocked he fell as far as he did. I really, really thought that the Chargers were going to snag him. But no, because I guess they had other plans. But hey, they got other people later on. Brock Bowers, probably the best rookie tight end season I've ever seen. I've only been watching football since 2018 though, so I don't really know. But he had three quarterbacks in 2024. Three: Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, Desmond Ritter. That is depression, depression, depression right there. And he threw up the best tight end rookie numbers I've ever seen. I would take him in the top 10. Now we got the Rams. Stafford was a number one overall pick back in 2009. And I'd probably take him again. Number one. This one's actually tough. I mean, just because of his age, I would currently not take Stafford number one. No, absolutely not. He's like 36 years old. He still throws a mean football, and we're gonna see with an aging Devontae Adams, but Puka Nacua is receiver one finally, even though he's been receiver one since he joined the league pretty much for the Rams, but we're actually going to see it now when Stafford isn't looking for Kupp most plays. Thanks for him again. But don't take this one out of proportion. I'm not saying that I would absolutely never take Stafford number one ever. I'm just saying, because this is currently, I would not take Stafford number one. Now we got the Steelers. Wow. Yeah, I would take T.J. Watt number one if I had the chance. This guy is the definition of make or break. If he's on the field, you win football games. If he's not on the field, your defense looks as clueless as a green bean or something. I'm pretty sure like a few years ago, someone actually like made stat or like yeah, made a stat of like Steelers wins with and without TJ Watt, and I think for either just a season or since he's been in the NFL, and it was just like absurd. I think it was for 2021 they lost like 1, 2, 3 games without TJ Watt or something like that. Dude can bull rush an offensive line like that. It's absolutely insanity. He's the best defensive player in football right now, if you're asking me. Maybe besides Surtain, but we'll get to that. Now we got the Baltimore Ravens. They got two players I would take number one. I'd take Lamar number one. I'd take Derrick Henry number one currently, yes. Derrick Henry is still an amazing player. Oh my God. And Lamar, yes, I would take number one. He is a two-time MVP. He broke a few of Michael Vick's rushing records in his second season, his first full season starting. Yeah, he doesn't have postseason success, but wins aren't quarterback stats. Sorry to that crowd. Yeah, he's not the most accurate thrower, but just because of the dual threat player he's been since joining the league, I would take him number one overall. And Derrick Henry, since 2018, he has been a top 2 running back every season besides 2021 when he broke his foot and still ended 6th in rushing. And I'm pretty sure he broke his foot in like week 7, 8, or 9. Something like that. Just crazy. Now we got the Chargers. No, but top 10. Herbert is still a top 10 pick. Don't let that playoff game that he had screw that over. Playoff anything, I don't think really matters in this scenario. Justin Herbert, he throws a lot of touchdowns, a lot of yards. Pretty sure he's been top like probably 8 or 7 in passing since 2020. He at the time, I think, he had like the best stats for a rookie quarterback. Like, statistically, had the best rookie quarterback season until Stroud stepped in. Now we got the Colts. It's debatable with Jonathan Taylor, in my opinion. DeForest Buckner is probably still a top 10 pick, in my opinion. Michael Pittman, probably not a first or a top 10 pick. Anthony Richardson, absolutely not. Hell to the no. Not even a second round pick. Anthony Richardson plays like current day Cam Newton probably would. But Jonathan Taylor, he definitely has a argument for his 2021 season, his 2023 and 24 season. I mean, even his rookie season as well, he was lighting it up towards the end. Like, the only bad season he really had was 2022. Like, he was good for like maybe 1 or 3 games out of that season, but other than that, he's been a really good player his career so far. Now we got the Packers. Probably not. I don't think they do. Maybe a top 10 pick with Josh Jacobs, but this one's hard. This one's really hard. I wouldn't take Jacobs number 1, but he is a fantastic player. Just 2023 and like actually he's had like 3 not so good seasons, but 2022 and 2024 like just blow any bad season he's had just kind of out of the park for me. Now we got Tampa. No, I don't even know if I would take any of their players top 10 right now. I mean, maybe Mike Evans, but he's like 32 or something, so probably not. Absolutely not. Not saying Mike Evans is horrible, I'm just saying I currently wouldn't take a 30-plus-year-old wide receiver number 1 overall. Now we got the Panthers. They fit this one perfectly. I would not take Bryce Young number 1 overall again. Although, give it like another year or two. If he plays like how we did in the second half of last season, then I probably would. I got really high hopes for Bryce Young this year. I did last year, and I overreacted. And I'm probably overreacting right now about it, though. So, I don't really know. Now we got the Seahawks. We've never picked number 1. Kind of weird. I would probably take JSN in the top 10. Call me biased if you want. Call me crazy. Call me whatever you want. But I would take JSN in the top 10 right now. Receiver 3 coming into the season, and he broke over 1,000 yards. With DK being like a main spotlight in the offense until that first Rams game and then JSN took over. But I really don't care. I would take JSN top 10. He's so elite, and we get to see him being a receiver 1 this year. So he's going to be even better. Now we got the Philadelphia Eagles. I would probably take Saquon number 1. Became the 9th player in NFL history to rush for 2,000 yards in a season. He just won a Super Bowl. He won Offensive Player of the Year. He won a Rookie of the Year. He's really only had 2 bad seasons. I don't know if you can count 2020 as bad because he tore his ACL in week 2, but he was horrible before that, so I guess you could. And then in 2021, he really just looked like he was already going to fizzle out of the league, but 2022, 23, and obviously 24, he shut all of that up in an instant. Especially this last season, 2024. Dude will end as one of the best running backs we will ever watch. Mark my word. Now we got the Dallas Cowboys. Would I draft Micah Parsons at number 1? Would I draft CeeDee at number 1? I could see a debate for both. I would maybe take Dak in the top 10, maybe. I'm not sure about that. But I can see a debate for Micah and CeeDee. 100%. Now we got the Browns. I would still take Myles Garrett number 1. Absolutely not even a question. Nothing about that. Next, Giants. Probably not. I mean, maybe someone in their D-line could be top 10, but... Actually, yeah. I would take Sexy Dexy in the top 10. Definitely not number 1, but I would take him in the top 10 for sure. Probably not Thibodeau, though. He's maybe outside the top 20. I don't know, but I just remember Dexter Lawrence, and I would take him in the top 10. Now we got the Titans. No. Hell no. No. Screw that whole team besides Jeffrey Simmons. I wouldn't take him top 10, actually. Falcons, Pitts, no. London, no. Penix, haven't seen enough. Terrell, no. Bates, no. I mean, it's debatable for a top 10 pick, but probably not. Probably not. Sorry, but no. Now we got the Saints. Cameron Jordan, no. Not even debatable. Probably not a top 10 pick either. No for Chris Olave. No for Kamara. Yeah. No, absolutely not. They got a lot of aging guys and injured, riddled guys on their team. Now we got the Chiefs. Yes, I would take Patrick Mahomes number 1. Not even a debate. Only non-debatable one probably on this list besides Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. But I mean, what else do we gotta say about Mahomes that hasn't been said yet about his greatness? Now Denver. I would not take Bo Nix number 1. However, Pat Surtain is so debatable. At the end of one, I would heavily consider taking him number 1. He is the best corner in football right now. He just had one of the best cornerback seasons ever. He just won Defensive Player of the Year. Absolute lockdown. He's kind of what I've said about Sauce Gardner, except he doesn't do this majority of the game. So, yes, I would take Surtain number 1 after a long debate. Now the Vikings. Justin Jefferson, yeah. Probably the best receiver in football right now. One of the most athletically gifted, physically gifted athletes of this generation. Makes crazy catches. And he can make said crazy catches with people like Nick Mullins, Jaren Hall, Josh Dobbs, Sam Darnold, not saying he's bad, Kirk Cousins, not saying he's bad, and potentially J.J. McCarthy. And now to end, we have Chicago, Chirac, the Bears. Too early to tell with Caleb Williams, so I'll just do debatable for now because he does have a passionate fan base who loves him so much and would consider still taking him number 1. Kind of the same circumstances Bryce Young went through last year because the dude taken right after him blown his season out of the water and made fans think the team in front of him regret taking their number 1 choice. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you'll never miss an upload. I will see you in the next video. Go Hawks!